Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending where in the world you are. Welcome to Crafters TV. I'm Leann Chivers and I will be your host for this evening on this very fabulous launch party. Excited about what we've got to bring you. There are some fantastic things, great deals, super offers, amazing demonstrations, a bit of good humour, and loads of love, because I am joined by the inimitable, the absolutely exceptional Mr. Craig Laird.
Oh, me. I was looking about to say, oh, who is that that's just come in there? Oh, thank you for that. I love it. Do you know something? Just to reiterate what I've seen on social over the last couple of hours in between our breaks, so many people absolutely love seeing you, Leann, whether it's this side, they love seeing you at that side, and I've had a blast today. Always do it together.
Thank you.
So I just wanted to reiterate
Well,
that.
it's easy when you love the people you work with, isn't it, Craig?
That's very true. That's very, very true. Well, we'll have a look and see what we're going to be having a look at. Yes,
please. Let's have a look at what we've got coming up, because this is our new launch, isn't it?
It is indeed. So, here in the UK, you'll know it's the craft kit. That's what it is. You guys stateside may know it's a subscription box, but this one is our new one, launching officially tonight, this afternoon, depending where you are in the globe. It's all about our silhouette craft kit. If you've never seen these before, we will talk you through them very, very shortly. Then, look at this. Something that was ridiculously busy when it launched yesterday, and that is our Wisteria collection. And I'm not surprised. Look at the depth that you can get when it comes to using the dyes with the flower foam. You don't have to. There's lots of other crafty ways you can use it, lots of other crafty tools inside. But that's from Wisteria. We had a look earlier, and we're going to look again at Sarah's signature Say It With Flowers. Again, we've got some flower forming on the show tonight within a few of the collections. This is just a small smidge as to what you can be creating when it comes to these cards and projects. And then we'll have a little look, technique look base when it comes to a relatively new cut and emboss folders. These ones are a mix of 4x6, 5x5, and they do exactly that. They cut and they emboss at the exact same time. Many ways in which you can use it. These are all the collections that we'll have a look and focus on throughout the next couple of hours in Launch Party.
Absolutely. I'm excited, Craig. And just so everybody knows, these are the amazing florals that come as part of that Say It With Flowers kit, because it is about saying it with flowers and being able to create your own beautiful bouquets at home with the carnation, the rose, the peony and the chrysanthemum there. They're really, really gorgeous. And of course, you can do them in any colour. You can get crepe paper very reasonably everywhere on the high street. So that's what they would be like. Now, one of the things, we've got so many of you joining us already. We've got Susie, our social media superstar, with us tonight. Hello to Susie from all of us. And of course, we've got beautiful Charlotte and Jamie with us as well. We've also got Betty Weaver from Idaho. Hello, Betty. Christine Mahoney. Whoop. Barbara Rastovsky. Hope I've said that correct, Barbara. Tim C. Hi from a beautiful Nottinghamshire. Nelka Colborne. Hi from St Martin. I'm coming to St Martin. It's in the Caribbean. November next year. I'm going on my first cruise, Craig. I'm going on a Caribbean cruise in November.
Oh.
I'm coming to St Martin, Nelka. I'll tell you the date. Okay. And then we're going to we'll say hello to Susan Griffiths. Hello, Susan. Susan says, hello there, Leann, Craig and the CC team from South East UK. I love the Craig and Leann team. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
We love it too. Thank you very much. Now, this has been going an absolute storm. You've loved this bag, and I'm not surprised because the value in it is absolutely exceptional. So let me just show you what you're going to get in here for your £31.96 or your £25.57 if you're a platinum member. And you can see your dollar prices on the screen as well. You're getting your precision stamping mat. You're getting a set of the large rocker blocks. You're getting your 4x4 stamping platform, and you're getting your your Finesse alcohol-proof ink pad in Noir Black. All of those four things are what you need to stop worrying about stamping and to take your stamping to a precision level where you will never have anything that you're disappointed with again. So they're brilliant in being the tools that you need to be able to stamp with confidence. Then you've got all of these absolutely fabulous things in here. I feel like Mary Poppins, there's so much in here. There's a 75% saving on this bag, and you're getting 16 further items, which is absolutely phenomenal for you to use with those tools that you've got in there.
And
you've got a great variety of things, so you can try lots of different looks and feels and techniques.
You can't
you? Haven't had to invest in them all, because you're getting them at that 75% saving, which is phenomenal. So we've got our collage poinsettia stamp set. I'm just going to turn that round and show you how all of the stamps come separate, and then you lay them up to create that collage.
Great idea.
They're just absolutely beautiful. And you've also got the Christmas wreath collage set as well. You've got our layering stamp set, which creates this kind of terrarium, really lovely feel. It's a bit like a cloche with all of that foliage and sentiment in there. Then we've got our layering unicorn stamp set, absolutely glorious. The layering butterfly frame, you get the sentiments, the separate butterflies, everything. You're also getting a thank you so very much sentiment, where you stamp the thank you and then you stamp the so very much over the top. Really does make a little bit, it's very different, makes a bit of an impact.
Isn't it?
Yeah. These florals, the easiest florals you'll ever colour, stamp it, heat emboss it, wax and colour on, done. And then we've got our layering village set with Santa over the rooftops. So those 8 things you're getting in the bundle. Then we're also getting these 8 things, and I don't think there's ever been such a fantastic stamp set for quirky gift tags. So here we've got, this is exactly what you did not ask for. I'm going to be using that this year, Craig. Best gift ever, I should know I bought it. that one too. This is for you, but I wish it was mine. I need that a lot. I always buy for other people what I'd like to receive myself.
Or sometimes I'll buy for said person and go, no, I'm going to keep that for myself.
Oh, I'll do that. And then I also buy my presents and give them to Simon for him to wrap up from Santa. Because then I know I'm getting what I want. Yeah, honestly.
What you
he needs that. He needs that level of help. At least it's not a gift card. We've got that there. Warning: the contents of this package may be awesome. They're just fabulous, aren't they? Well, it's the thought that counts.
Yep.
A special gift you never knew you wanted. I love that one as well.
Great.
I hate presents, said no one ever. You're getting all 8 of them. 16 full stamp sets, plus all of the 4x4 platform, plus the rocker blocks, plus the finesse ink pad, plus that stamping, professional stamping mat. All of that for £31.96 or £25.57 if you are a platinum member, a 75% saving. Now let me tell you about the savings that we've got on offer today on our website. If you spend £50, you will get an extra 5%. If you spend £100, you'll get an extra 10% discount. If you spend £150, you will get an extra 15% discount. And if you spend £200, you will get an extra 20% discount. That is relevant for everything on our website with the exception of November launches. So example would be this craft box, the craft kit that Craig's going to show you would not have that additional discount, and the Wisteria collection would not, but the Say It With Flowers collection would, because this was an October launch. And then everything else on our website, those discount levels apply to. And it's in addition to whatever your membership discount is. So if you're already a platinum member and you're receiving your 20% and you spend 50, you would get an extra 5% discount. You spent 100, you'd get an extra 10% discount. And for example, for this one, you'd be spending £38, did we say? On what? If you spend 50, right. So yes, so if you spend up to 50, it would only be costing you 38. So example, with the craft bag, it's already £31.96. Put some consumables in, some glue, some cards, some things that you need, up to the value of 50, and it's going to cost you 38. So for £7 more, you're getting an extra £18 worth of stuff, £11 for free effectively. Just think about what you're doing in this show and think about the consumables that you might need and start to just put those little bits of extra in your basket to get you up to at least the 50 spend and get that extra 5%, especially on top of your already membership discount. Okay, so hopefully that's clear for everybody. If it's not, leave me some comments and our Susie will get them to me and we'll make it clearer. But before we go and have a look at other things on the show, Craig, I think we need to see you with this fabulous craft kit.
Let's do that. Let's do, I was about to say a little unboxing. Let's do an unboxing to show you what you're going to be getting. You're going to be able to make a minimum of 18 6x6 cards because that's how many you've got included with the envelopes. But the actual main items, the dies, the stencils, these are non-consumable items, so that just means you look after them. They're going to last you a lifetime and you will be able to make so many more cards with your own card blanks. But in complete total, you've got over 220 elements. So what we have got is it beautifully wrapped, as you would expect, and this is what contains everything inside to make some of these beautiful projects. So what we've got here is a couple of sentiment dies. We've got Hello and With Love. Great generic Hello with Love sentiment dies that you can be using in any project, but they're included. Then what we've also got, I'm going to go in with the stencil and masks here because this is the initial starter of that wow effect when it comes to your silhouette box. So if I go into here, what the team have done as well, they've given you both the positive and the negative. So you've got your beautiful frame, your love heart with the bow and swirls all the way around. You've got these parts there that can be grounding your images. You've got the sun, you've got a couple of clouds, as I say, you've got that positive and negative as well. We're going to be looking at this craft box first when it comes to demonstration, so we'll show you that just shortly. Then, to coordinate and work with your craft box, we have got our silhouette stamps. So you've got the key ones that you will use within that stencil. You've got the husband and wife, you've got the couple there as if they're dancing, you've got the little girl or boy on the swing, you've got the fairy. You could just use the tree if you wanted to as a focal. You've got work where you can ground it as well as rabbits and butterflies, but really nice set just to be using elsewhere in your crafting, but they're all included too. You've got some sentiment stamps as well. So when it comes to your stamps in total, you've got 15 stamps just for you with love, happy birthday, just a few to name a few. So they're included. Then what we've got, we always give you ribbon. So in this box, you've got satin ribbon. This gives you the telltale sign of the colours to expect. So you do have your 9 reels, you've got 3 colours, but you've also got 6mm, 12mm, 19mm in total. That's included. Here are your card blanks and envelopes. Don't need to dive into them ones. They are 6x6 in size. You've got 100 dewdrops. These are so fab for little raindrops, maybe little frozen drops, or of course you can colour them with your alcohol pens if you so wish. You've got 100 of them, variety of different sizes. Then what you've also got as well is 6x6 panels. This is what you're going to do your inking and your stamping onto, and then you can apply them to your project. So you don't even have to go digging for your own multi-purpose card or good quality white card. That's included. We then give you colour card. Now our colour card is always 8x8. It's an uncoated cardstock, so you can add extra colour, extra effects to it if you so wish. Now, it's not just these 6 that you're going to be getting, 18 in total. You get 6 colours and you get 3 of each when it comes to each one of these ones. So you'll have seen there, if I bring back in the ribbons, how it's all going to work beautifully well together. Or if you are someone that's got an abundance of collection and cardstocks, you can use the stamps, you can use the templates and create your own colour choices if you want. And then last but by no means least, we've got our pattern papers. Once again, 18 sheets that are 8x8 in size. These are 6 designs and you've also got 3 of each. So some have got that kind of mystical sky, you've got some of the clouds that we can see here. You can see you've got, that could be either the sea or down at the beach if you want to. You've got all them included. They're gorgeous.
The ethereal.
Well, that's the word. I was on the tip of my tongue, but I couldn't think of the actual word, ethereal. It's also got that distress effect. So if you're not confident in distressing, or maybe you don't have time to do it, dig these out. These are absolutely exquisite. This is where you've got 18, as I say. So 18 and 18, that's giving you 6 designs of each of these and 3 of each as well. It's an absolute phenomenal collection when it comes to this box here. For anyone that is wanting to know, that does keep a track, is number 54. But the fact is, because you've got everything included, everything that you need, you will of course need some inks and a die cut machine, but other than that, it's giving you the ability to actually make the projects with everything. Or of course, you can go rogue and do whatever you like. So I'm going to go in, so I've got my stencils, I'm going to need my stamps as well. And we're going to do a little bit of inking, Leann. I'm just going to move that to the side. So what I'm going to do first and foremost is I've already got a piece of card. Now I have actually cut this down already. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to an actual panel. I always find it easier to work on large and then cut down. If you try and stamp, colour, cut, do whatever it is on the actual size that you want, this is where you can be off. It might be a little bit at a wrong angle, whereas if it's bigger, you can cut, you can trim to the way it needs to be. So I would always recommend go bigger and trim afterwards. But let's go in with these ones here. So this is what it's all about. This is the main stencil you're going to be using throughout this whole collection, and we will bring in our stamps so that they are ready to go. You can use your repositionable sprays if you want to. I do like to tape it down instead. Personal preference. It's what you feel comfortable using and doing. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in. I am using what reactive. We do have pigment on the show, which you can absolutely use. We did do it earlier on, so I thought, right, let's do some water reactive. And then what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to go in, and this is where your repositionable spray will come in handy. Or if you don't have that and you're wanting to use some of these wee ones, what to do, a little bit of your dotty tape runner, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that into place, and I'm just going to press lightly, and then I'm now good to go to start my inking. Just so if I lift it slightly, that you can just see that going there.
Can see that.
And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in my blending tools. I love the square ones.
Me too.
If you've got any of the other ones, you can use the round. If you've maybe got finger daubers, no problem at all. But for me, once again, personal preference, I do like my square ones.
Well, our Explorer kit today, Craig, has the square tools and a set of refills in. It has a number of other fabulous things for you as well. But if you want to shop ahead and have a look, if you're in the market for some more blending tools or some refills, that kit is fantastic value for money. It's at the bottom of the screen for you there. I mean, look, the usual price is £86.89 and today's price £30. So the saving you can see is absolutely phenomenal.
Absolutely, it really, really is.
65% saving on that today.
That's fab.
Yeah.
I mean, it really, that is, when you really think about it, tally it all up, to have all that, and it's key essentials that you're going to need, you're going to use, or there's no harm in having extras, Leann.
No, there isn't, is there? Do you know, we've got so many people joining us. I have to say, it's just wonderful to see you all with us. Christine Mahoney, she's bought 10 Wisteria paper pads and 10 petal powders. So if you can't find any petal powder, send Christine a message. She can send you some.
She'll send it.
We've got Jutta Meyer, I hope I've said your name correct, from Stuttgart. We've got Carletta from Arkansas. Hi. Sarah C says, Leann, when are you bringing out a Leann signature collection? I don't know.
I was going to suggest that as well at some point. I think you deserve a signature collection.
Oh, that's kind.
I do.
Thank you. Fred171, who we now know as my new best friend from our Craft Along show with the very fabulous advice on being a small person. Says, I have a lapis ring, just like Leann's. I must have great taste. I think you do, Fred.
I think so.
Barbara Ratsovsky, You did a great job on my name, Leann. I feel very proud of myself for that. Fred, me and Fred are now best friends, by the way.
Besties.
Fred says, these deals are too good to pass up. I need to find another credit card. Laugh out loud. Alicia says, good afternoon and greetings from Arkansas. Just ate lunch and heading back to my office. I have those quirky stamps. They are awesome. Love you, Leann and Craig.
Thank you, guys.
Rhonda
Bless you.
Crawley. Hello, Rhonda.
Hello.
Rhonda's back. Craig and Leann, thank you for such a fab craft along. Thank you, Craig, for the directions ahead of time. It was extremely helpful.
My
also,
pleasure.
it was really nice having a second guest crafter. Pammy, ooh, that paper pad. I know. Okay, so Pammy said, oh, that paper. And then she said, oh, okay, it's going in my basket. So she's gone for the craft kit, Craig, because the paper is absolutely gorgeous. And Melanie D on YouTube says, I have to get this box. I think you'd agree with that, wouldn't you, Craig?
I would. I absolutely would. And that's the thing as well. Although that we put everything in to complement it to work together, nothing's stopping you, Leann, thinking, do you know what? The papers you get here, I'm not using it with this craft box. I'm going to use papers that I've got maybe from your paper library or offcuts from other collections, and then keep the 8x8 pattern papers from this for something else.
Now, Craig, I don't know whether anybody told you.
No.
And I don't think we printed it on the box. So I mean, that stencil is our thicker material stencil, so you can emboss it in the machine.
I did not know that, no.
And what that means is when you've done your inking, if you then embossed it, you know, your white lines will stand proud.
Well.
It's a bit of a game changer, isn't it?
That is. That is. And I feel really ashamed in saying that because I do the videos when it comes to these launching.
Hey,
and
no,
I didn't
don't.
realise
Obviously,
that.
we haven't told you, Craig. I
Did
mean,
not
so that's our
realise
fault
that.
for not telling you. Yes, it is. So I'm going to take full responsibility. Yes, they are the thicker, thicker stencil, deeper material, which means that you get almost the effect of an embossing folder when you emboss it through the machine. Looks great.
Shall we do it?
I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, of course we can. Of course we can.
Be able to see the difference.
What I am going to do is, this is the one technique that really has me thinking. So I'm going to check in my foot, this is how much I always have to think about it. I've written the plate combination with the embossing mat when you're going through stencils, because I always do it back to front. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in first. So I'm not going to remove my stencil just yet because we're going to go through. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my fairy first, and I'm still not going to do, I'm not going to remove the cloud because then that's still going to give us that deboss.
Yeah.
So what I am going to do, Leann, in the bag you were going over, it has the rocker blocks.
Yes.
How many rocker blocks are in that set?
Two, the two big ones.
The two big ones.
Yeah.
So I just wasn't sure. Now, I don't want you to be put off. Even the smallest ones, if you've got small stamps and you think, but you've only got large rocker blocks, don't worry about it.
No.
You can still absolutely use them.
I love the fact that you've mentioned that, Craig, because if any people say to me, which rocker block set should I buy, I always say the biggest one, because you can do the tiniest stamp to the biggest stamp on the big block.
And so many of us on the team love these. You won't use anything else
I love them.
with these ones. So do it with, if you're completely new to them, the depth of the stamp, the depth of the edge as well. So that means you can get this as messy as you want, but because the depth of that lip is the same as the stamp, you're not going to transfer that ink anywhere. And it's a nice rock, hence the name, rocker block. So you rock, lift, and it gives you that motion. You get that perfect stamp. Only thing I would say, just make sure you don't get any ink on the top and bottom.
On your tram lines, yes.
If you're going on to something small, it wouldn't really matter. I would still suggest just wipe it off, because then that tram line would transfer over. But other than that, if you are one that finds you get ink all over the place, and do you know what? Let's do that. Let's just go over.
Let's have a look. Do you know these were imagined and designed by Sarah's dad, Frank?
Really?
Yeah, because he was watching us stamp, and when you just stamp with a flat acrylic block, it doesn't always turn out. You know, you can get bits missed in the middle that haven't stamped, you can get shadowing, you can get ink transference, like the mess Craig was just talking about, like shadowing. You can get all sorts of things go wrong. And Sarah was stamping some images and she'd made 2 or 3 not perfect impressions. And our dad said, "What you doing, kid?" And she was like, "Dad, oh." And he said, "Oh, we can do something about that." Designed the rocker block. And it's got to be, they've got to be 15 years old, these rocker blocks, as a minimum. And still to this day, I bought them. I remember watching the presentation when Sarah did them on air. I wasn't employed by the company at that point. I was just purely avid follower of and shopper. And I bought them because I thought, that's going to save all of my problems. And I've only ever used them since. And I do use our stamping platforms for layering stamps because they're not, layering stamps, stamping platform is best. For regular everyday stamping, rocker blocks every day, all day, Craig.
Yeah. And that's the thing, and so many people, it's given them that confidence when it comes to stamping.
Agree.
Now, what I'm going to do very, very quickly is, because our stamps are incredible quality, sometimes the first time you go to use them, see how sometimes they have a bubble over the top?
So what that is, it's the manufacturing residue.
That's, what was that I called it once before? Same lines, but I love that one.
Like a film. It's the manufacturing residue. Mm-hmm.
So beforehand, there's a couple of things that you could do. You may be familiar with me in the past, giving it a light coating with your translucent clear. What you can do now...
You could also use our repositionable tape.
That's right,
Stick it on and pull it off. That'll take the residue off.
You can do that. And then I believe as well, now this is mine that I have in my craft kit, and as you can see, I've not used this one yet.
That's a very pretty and beautiful one.
Very. If you see the one,
I'm sure the one on the desk there doesn't look anywhere near as gorgeous as that.
Actually, there it is. There, and even mine's at home. Is it what? Do you know something?
I wouldn't use your nice clean
I'm not going
one, Craig.
No. I'm going to keep that for as long as I can.
One. Yeah.
The other thing that you can do now, bring in that bottle, and actually I've just seen the one that's opened, is I'm going to go in now. When it comes to these, sorry Charlotte, I'm just going to stand back a bit. I'm just going to give my stamp a little bit of a spritz.
Lovely.
And then what I'm going to do is, if I'm cleaning it, I'm going to go over, give it a really, really good brush on the cleaning side, taking away some of that residue, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to dry it. I'm going to dry it off. So we're going to go in, give it a really, really good dry. Make sure there's nothing left. And once again, not only is that dry in that liquid, that stamp cleaning solution, it's then also taken that residue, although the residue would have predominantly been taken off on the cleaning side. I'm going to set that one to the side for now. I'm going to pop that one back. I'm going to go back. Look at the difference.
Look, it's massive, isn't it?
Massive difference.
And I think our stamp cleaning station is out of stock.
Oh gosh.
But we have put a significant order in. I can confirm, being as I'm in the know. In the know,
We've
put a significant order in, so they will be coming back. Don't worry if you didn't get them. But I think that showing exactly what it does in terms of maybe some of the frustrations people have with acrylic stamps where they think they don't work as well as photopolymer. It is purely... Oh, the stamp cleaning station is in stock. Oh, I don't think there's many then. So I would say go and grab it. Use it to get yourself up to the £50 spend for your extra 5%.
It's all these things that you're going to need.
Do that. That's what you do. You go and find something like that, the extra little bonus, and then get that extra % off. Yeah, I love that. I love you that you've shown that, Craig, because there can be, rumours, a bit like Adele, that acrylic stamps aren't as good as photopolymer.
It's not true.
And it is not true. It is purely that manufacturing residue that has people believe that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you, Craig. It's brilliant
You're
that you
welcome.
showed that.
I just don't want you, certainly with a craft box, I don't want you to think, oh,
that's not so good.
That's not so good.
Absolutely.
So what I'm going to do now is, visually, I'm just seeing where I want to have my start. I'm so sorry, Charlotte. Can we just nip up, go from up ahead, just for a sec? Thank you. So, I hate asking Charlotte to change camera. Just, you can see as a visual guide, you can see where I'm aiming to go. And then just get yourself nice and comfy. Yep. And then once you're happy, then you can go from
heel
front
to toe
on, and then heel to toe, you're simply going to rock And then
Look at
beautiful
that.
fairy.
I mean, could that be a more perfect silhouette stamp if you tried?
Exactly, I know.
It's beautiful, Craig, and I love that you showed that little cleaning of the stamp to get that really solid impression without any little bits missing.
And
the rocker block as well.
And the rocker block, yeah. And it was key, and that's why I want to double check with the size, because I could have gone in with one of the smaller ones, but then you're like, well, you're using the smaller one, I'm getting the large one.
Absolutely.
You can use it.
Love that. And do you know what? I think we've got hundreds of you joining us tonight, because I've got so many messages coming through. Clarice Trudel, I also bought 10 Wisteria paper pads and 10 petal powders. There's a trend. There's a trend with the Wisteria paper pads and petal powders. Fred, I'm going to share it, Fred, because it's in the comments, and it's obviously something you're happy about. So, Fred, wow, today is the 35th anniversary of my divorce. I think I should treat myself to some flowers.
I think
with
so.
Flowers, Fred. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Peggy Curran, Peggy Curran, I beg your pardon, love this box. Anne Kalanuskis, hi everyone from sunny Connecticut. Emma wants to know, which ink pads did you use, Craig?
I can go over that right now.
Thank you.
See what I was mean by going bigger and then trimming afterwards? Don't bin them. You know, you can still do sentiments on the back, ink them, spritz them.
Yeah,
you can still do all of that. So what I done is in the middle, I went in with ocean blue. And then for the tails and the bow, I went in with fuchsia towards the inside, and I blended out with a honey pot. Removed my cloud, and we've now got the... Do you know what I've just done, though?
Took the stencil off.
I've took the stencil off.
Oh, don't worry. We could do it again another time.
There we go. Let's do that, we can do that then another time.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's set that
for
to the
those of
side.
you who can watch our videos, if you wanted to run that through the machine and have that embossed detail now, where it's white would be embossed, would be proud, and everything else would be debossed, unless you did it the other way around, and then it would be the other way. But it works. If you want to, you can do that. I love how when you've inked it up like that, Craig, it really has that 3D popping off the page element to it, doesn't it?
It really does.
The design.
And that was the one I done with a bit less honey pot.
Yeah.
And I hate not using something that I've done, but I really like the one I've just done there.
I like it as well.
So
you're sticking it on top?
I'm just going to stick it on top.
Yeah.
At home, I would do another matting layer using that again, but a little bit for time and speed.
No, we'll forgive you. Time is of the essence. Pammy on YouTube. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I just put in a huge order. It couldn't be helped.
Good on you.
I'm with you on that, Pammy. Eleanor Murphy, back again from Shrub Oak, New York. It's a beautiful day here, cold but sunny. I'm waiting for my box to come from the subscription order. Good for you. Tammy, Craig, this is the next thing. Craig, if you had a chance to do a signature collection, what would it be?
Well, that's a really good question,
That is
isn't
an
it?
excellent collection. I think you need a signature collection, Craig.
Well, what could mine's be?
What would you do?
Mine's would have to be, and what I'm away to say, I actually have to thank yourself and the team, because with myself, as well as comments at home, you asked for more tartan and plaid, and you and the team have very kindly started to incorporate tartan and plaids throughout the paper pads. You
would have to do a lovely tartan collection, wouldn't you?
I would.
Do you know what I always think about? I think when I see a tartan collection, you know, can you remember the advert for Fruit Pastels years ago?
I can.
There's a moose
loose about this hoose.
I think it needs to be like that.
I think it would be tartans. It would have some stags in there.
Sporrans.
Yeah.
I've got a sporran, you know.
Have you?
I've got an actual real sporran, which is a leather and lovely sporran, which my dad bought for me back in the early 70s. He went to the Orkney Islands fishing and brought me back a sporran. Wow. I've still got it up in the loft somewhere.
Yeah.
Not that I wear it on a daily basis, but it is something nice. It's a keepsake, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's nice.
It really is. It really is.
Pammy says, this is gorgeous, Craig. I love the colours you've chosen.
Thank you. I think it works well together. I'm not going to put all these little dewdrops on. I wanted to start it. I'll show you my one that I've finished. You can tell I've already done the matte layers before. But this Z fold card, that was a card blank from the box.
Yes.
Just folded it back on itself. Little strip that I already had from my stash. We can see there.
And the beautiful papers.
Would do.
Pammy thinks that would make a lovely box top.
It would, well, funny you should say. I know this is a different style, but there's nothing stopping you from doing little shakers, popping them on the top of the boxes if you want to.
I like that. Isn't that pretty? Peg Conrad says, I bought 4 Wisteria paper pads. I just can't compete with Christine and Clarice. Don't you worry, Peg. It's not a competition.
No, not
you
at
just
all.
get, I mean, one's sufficient. 2. I'm saying 1. It's not. You need 2. Because you need one that you're using and one to keep because it's some gorgeous paper in. This is what I do. I'm just telling you what I do at home. 1 to use, 1 to keep. That's always been my rule of thumb with a paper pad. Oh my word, so many. Christine, Andrus on YouTube. Love the Leann and Craig duo. Sassy and dashing.
Ooh.
We need badges with that on,
dashing?
Craig. I think I'm sassy and you're dashing.
Do you think so?
Yeah, definitely. We need badges.
We do, don't we?
We do.
Yeah.
I'm going to make them.
Could be our stamp range, Sassy and Classy.
Sassy and classy, yes, we could do a sassy and dashing joint signature collection.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, we're getting all the ideas.
All the ideas. Look at that too. But there we go, Leann. Finishing it, popping it together. So that could be on the front of a 6x6, or as you can see, concept. So you can get a few other ideas before we finish off. But look at that, fussy cut if you want. Do the embossing afterwards if you want. The girl or boy in the swing, maybe just using the tree on its own.
Yeah.
Fussy cutting out that middle, so you've got that little aperture that you can see here. I mean, you can go to town. I mean, look at that. That's using the stencils that you've got, breaking up that sky from the ground if you want to. Instead of going in with the green, use the honey pot, maybe lemon tonic, maybe sandstorm. It could be down on the beach if you want to.
Absolutely.
So play with your colours, but there is.
I love those, Craig, and I love that one that you've made. I love that kind of corally colour that you've got there, corally pink. It's absolutely beautiful.
Works
now,
well.
if you're wanting to be able to do those kinds of effects, we've got a fabulous bundle of our Harmony Water Reactive ink pads for you. You're saving 15% on these, and we've got some great useful colours that would work very well with the stencils in that box. So you're only paying £40 or $32 if you're a platinum member. Of course, you would only need to put in, well, if you're in the US, you're already going to get your extra 5% because you're at 60. But in the UK, you'd only need to put in an extra £10, which, you know, some tape pens. And then you're going to save your extra 5%. So we've got the beautiful pine tree, which is that lovely green that was in the bottom of that card Craig's just shown you. Friar brown, twilight grey, which is a beautiful warm grey, almost like a mocha. Oh, hang on. There. Oh, hang on. There. Almost like a mocha. We've got misty morning. We've got lagoon, one of my personal favourite colours. We've got honey pot, another one of my favourites, alongside lemon tonic. We've also got, are we imagining these are going to fall?
We are. Yeah, maybe.
How far am I going to go? It's almost like, what you call that game when you have to go backwards underneath the pole?
Oh,
limbo. It's almost like a craft pad limbo. Smoked pearl, which is a lovely kind of grey, dark grey colour. You're looking here to get an indication of the colours. And then the beautiful Bordeaux, you're getting that as well. You're getting all 8 of them for your £40 or your £32 there if you're a platinum member, which for 15% is a really good saving. Of course, if you take that up to your 50, then you get an extra 5% on there, making it a 20% saving. Additional, all of these savings I'm telling you are additional to whatever your current membership status is. So be you bronze, silver, gold or platinum with your 5, 10, 15 and 20%. The percent that I'm telling you about is additional to that. It's extra percentage that you're saving. So it's definitely a good time to level up. and fill your basket with some consumables. Now, this is a great explorer kit that we've got for you here, and it's all about embossing. So we've got in this fabulous cut and emboss folder, which is the interlocking circles. So you can see what the design looks like once it has been cut and embossed. And I just show you, that's because we've got dies embedded into the embossing folder, which means in one pass it cuts and embosses for you. You get this beautiful result, and that's just a little bit of inking over the top. We've also got for you our Country Lane Sarah's Signature 3D embossing folder, which is the Grand Oak. Absolutely love that folder. We've also got from a Sarah's Signature Collection Garden Party, the Vintage Parasol. That's also a 3D embossing folder for you. 5x7 in size. That one's also 5x7. This one is perfectly sized for the popular slimline cards that are out at the moment. And then you've got our 3D distressed chandelier, my favourite. Oh, in this collection, that one. It's gorgeous. The distressed chandelier, you've got that in there. Then you've got a whole pack of our matte black cardstock, and you've got 40 sheets in there. Look at it, it's quite a wet 40 sheets, and it's black through the core. It is true black, not grey black, not an insinuation black, not an imitation of black, black cardstock. That's very important. And then you've also got a pack of our Nina cardstock in here, the white cardstock. Great with that cut and emboss folder, actually. Now, that's not all. So you've got all of that. Remember, this is a 65% saving. You've also got your square blending tools. And that's what Craig was using when he was showing you how to blend that craft kit. And then you've got a whole pack of the refills. So you've got one for every colour you could want to use. Example, if you've got those ink pads, you've got a blending foam for every one of the colours. We're giving you a pigment ink pad, opaque pigment in fuchsia. And we're also giving you one of our gilding waxes. This is a great colour. I'm looking for the colour here on the front. Searching. It's antique gold. Look, I need to show you how beautiful. It's so, I think the word is unctuous.
Oh, what nice
When
word.
you emboss all your folders and then rub some of this gilding wax over, it's incredible because it's actually furniture restorative grade for stately homes. In a bottle that in a pot that you can use for your craft. It's got real metal in here, absolutely fantastic. You're getting that. None of this is a choice of, you're getting all of this for £30 or £24, or you've got your $40 or $32 there if you're a platinum member. Incredible saving, 65% to get all of these things. And one of our brays in there as well, which is great for braying on ink onto the folder, so you can do all of those different techniques. So much that you've got in there to really explore some new embossing techniques with a 65% saving. It's absolutely fantastic. I think that is a superb kit. Wouldn't you agree, Craig?
I could not agree anymore. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't. It is phenomenal.
It really is. Now, Craig, we talk about being a platinum member quite a lot, and you can see that little gold Club Inspire badge down there. Just talk to you about whether you're a bronze, silver, gold or platinum member, and you have discounts today levelling up on top of those for you. If you want to know what I'm talking about, if you're brand new to us here at Crafters TV and you've no clue what I'm referring to, here's a video to explain it to you really easily and understandably.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today. Hi everyone, a huge warm welcome to our absolutely massive Black Friday event here at Crafters Companion. Now this year we are really pushing the boat out to push prices back even further, and you can shop up to 70% off all of your crafting favourites and make the most of some unmissable one-off deals. Now join us right up until Sunday the 27th of November to make the most of some genuinely incredible offers across a huge range of papercraft, colouring and sewing supplies. Now, with a new Black Friday deal landing every single day, you really won't want to miss out. Now, that's not all, because if you're a Club Inspire member, you can land even more crafty savings, because we've got an amazing spend and save offer. It's simple. The more you spend, the bigger the discount. So, if you spend 50, you are going to save 5%. Spend 100, save 10%. Then when you spend 150, we'll throw in a 15% discount. And if you spend 200, you'll get a whopping 20% off. Now, if you're not a Club Inspire yet, what are you waiting for? This is the perfect time to sign up. Now, if you can't tell, I'm a little bit excited by our Black Friday event, and that's because we've got so much lined up for you over on Crafters TV. Now, I'm going to be bringing stacks of amazing offers to the studio on Wednesday the 23rd for our Black Friday special show. It's yours truly. Then we've got a humongous Black Friday UK warehouse clearance on Thursday the 24th, and on the day itself, Friday the 25th, get ready because Leann is going to be hosting a 3-hour marathon Black Friday cartload special. Now, all of our Black Friday offers are for a limited time only, and once they're gone, they are gone. So make sure you check out the Crafters Companion website and tune into Crafters TV every single day to avoid missing out.
It is indeed exciting. I think I'm just as excited as our Sarah. I'm so looking forward to being with you on Friday with all of those fabulous deals. It's going to be a fabulous day. And for those of you who've been leaving the comments to say that you absolutely love it when Craig and I are together, we'll be together all day Friday too, so you can tune in then. I'm really looking forward to it. Now, this Wisteria collection, you are absolutely loving. We've heard how many of you have been buying pads and petal powders in addition to the big collection, and we know because we can see how many of them are going. I thought I'd just take a moment to take you through the collection that we've got and let you see everything that you've got in it. So this is 20 items, and this is the same collection as was available to you yesterday. It was sold out, but we managed to do some jiggery pokery, move things around, rob Peter to pay Paul, and bring back a limited number of these 20 item bundles that we had for you yesterday on the launch. And so if I take you through all of the things that you're getting, it really does have a beautiful collection of a variety of things to use in this Wisteria style. So you've got your beautiful sentiment with the little stamps that go with. You've got your friends sentiment, and then all of those, oops, don't tell whoever has done the board, I've just broke their board. All of the little stamps to go with, I'll fix it. And then we've got that lovely Wisteria stamp and die, so you can colour it up. We've got a beautiful set of nesting frames in there, gorgeous for displaying your Wisteria creations. You've got this fabulous timeless bird cage. That is so intricate. The detail on that is phenomenal. You've also got a good set of stamps in here that cover lots of different occasions for you. Really usable all year round sentiments linked to love and friendship and just keeping in touch with, you know, friends and family. And then you've got that beautiful kind of Parisian style window there, and the window can open. You've also got this beautiful hanging Wisteria edgeable die. I love that. I think it's so class. And I'm going to show you the petal powder in a second. The petal powder on those Wisteria bits that are hanging down looks immense. The foliage, Craig, you love this. You're going to be using this more than swells, aren't you?
I am indeed, and I'm going to be using it in the next
Are you? Oh, we'll
demonstration.
see Craig using that next, excited. Then you've got your flower forming dies, so you can build up your 3D real statement wisteria. And then that embossing folder. I mean, how absolutely, truly beautiful is that? With the window, all the wisteria around it. Great with just a tiny little bit of colour like that. But imagine colouring it up with all the different colours using your petal powder. Going to look exquisite. I haven't finished. I've got more. You've got this fabulous decoupage pad and it's die cut. So if I just get the pad, I'll show you because I got a bit confused before. Here we are. So that's what it looks like when it's cut out. Here is the pad, and in the pad you have got how many sheets? 36 sheets. So 36 separate sheets in there, and I'm just looking because I want you to see how many you've got because I think the value is great. So for example, look, 1, 2, 3. So you've got the number 1 on here, once, twice, 3 times. So 3 toppers on that sheet, and there's 36 pieces. So what's 3 times 36, calculator in the sky? Jamie and Charlotte now are trying their best.
108.
108 toppers in that pad. Can you imagine? Everybody can't believe Craig did that in his head.
And for me, do you know what I just done very quick? I done 35 times 3 times.
Oh, and then added 3
and
on.
Then just added 3
Clever.
on.
I never think of doing that. 108 separate toppers in a pad. 1 topper a card.
Absolutely.
108 cards in that one decoupage pad. You've also got your emboss. I haven't finished. I've got loads more to show you. You've also got your wisteria emboss folder and stencils. So you emboss, then you layer up the stencils. You get this beautiful, realistic look. That's in there. You've also got your 6x6, absolutely beautiful wisteria paper pad. The colours in here and the layering of the floral is absolutely exquisite. Look how gorgeous they are. Look at that one. That's my favourite. I feel like I'm looking through into a misty fairy glade. Honestly, beautiful. I get so excited when I see the new paper designs coming through. 40% of today's new stock is gone. I'm not surprised. So if you want the full collection that I'm showing you, get ahead. Then you've got, I'm still going, you've got your 8x8 vellums in here. Absolutely glorious, replicating some of the papers that you get in your 6x6 and 12x12. You know the quality of our vellum. You've then got your foam, flower forming foam. I'm just waving it at you. You've got your foam. You've got your flower forming foam in those beautiful colours, which will create the most tonal and beautiful wisteria for you. That comes 12 sheets of that. That's in a box. Then we've got 24 sheets of our beautiful textured linen cardstock. Look at the colours we've got in here. Absolutely beautiful with the aubergines, the purples, those lovely lilacs and that gorgeous green. Beautiful. You've then got your 12x12 paper pad in here. And these are the same designs we've just seen in the 6x6 and in some of the vellums, but just on the larger scale, so they make more of an impact. I'm just going to stop on that page randomly and take my cardstock and do that. And you can see that the cardstock works so well with the papers as you work through. We've made sure that we've done all of that matching for you. So your beautiful 12x12 paper, I love that one. 12 by papers. I can't. There's not that one. Love it. So difficult to choose your favourite.
It's hard to choose.
It is hard to choose. You've got that in there. Then you've got your 3-pack of petal powder. What's petal powder? I hear you shout. It's dimensional, almost like fluffy glitter, which allows you to create your own freestyle designs like this, or put it over elements in your paper pad, put it on your die cuts, put it on the decoupage topper. It creates that lovely 3-dimensional textured feel to your florals. And you've got the seam binding ribbon. I feel like I need to lie down now after I've gone through all of that. I really do. So for £121.99 or £158.99 if you're not in Club Inspire, That is a great deal. And I think it's fabulous value for money. Already 40% has gone. And if you are in Club Inspire and a platinum member already, you're getting that for £97.59 or £127.19. It is a fabulous saving and a truly stunningly beautiful kit. And Craig, I think you're going to show us how to do some stuff with it, aren't you?
I am indeed. This morning we had a look at the decoupage. The decoupage pad. This time what we're going to do is we're going to be using the petal powder, but we're going to go on to just some die cuts that we're going to show you how you can use it. Let's show you a few ideas. Actually, I showed you these ones earlier. So let's go in. Because you've got the most beautiful window dies included as well, you can start to set the scene and build the scene. Other than needing your adhesives, you can absolutely create the most spectacular cards without anything else. Look at these. Now look at this one here. Julia's done this one. Now look at that, adding in that bit of gold. Now it's a true gold, going in there, subtle, just round the edges, but then that instant hit within the middle there. Play with what you've got within your stash. Again, another one, the window one. See how we've got them just coming down the side?
Every single one looks as more impressive than the next.
It does, doesn't it?
And I think it shows how, with the collection, which is predominantly that is exceptional.
Isn't it just?
It makes such an impact. I think it shows that with a collection that is obviously predominantly is based on Wisteria, that you can use it in so many different ways, that collection. And they all look classy and elegant, don't they? They look stylish.
That's the thing, yeah, stylish.
Stylish, I think is the word. I just have to say, Jill Johns on YouTube, Craig, says, thanks for the tip on cleaning the stamp. You two just ordered the cleaning station. Yes, if you do want the cleaning station, don't hang around because there's not many left. Jennifer Dawn Smith, ask Leann, okay, we're asking, I'm reading, where is the best place to submit ideas to product development? Oh, love your ideas. Do we have a social media email address? We're getting it for you. And I think our social media team would be the best people to get that over to me. We're just checking for you. And while we're checking, let's read a couple more comments. Rachel B on YouTube. My son got married a few years ago to a Scottish girl, and to my amazement, he said he asked for the family men to wear kilts. I loved it. All the men looked so dashing. I love a man in a kilt.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like be still my beating heart. I really do think kilts look just, yes. I'm trying to think of the word, Craig. Craig's laughing at me. Have you got a kilt, Craig?
I don't have a kilt.
You don't have a kilt? My next question was going to be, what do you wear under your quilt? But seriously, if you haven't got a kilt, I can't ask you what you wear under it, can I, Craig? No,
but I don't.
Pammy says, I love that masquerade embossing folder. It's one of my favourites. And Betty Weaver says, Leann, you are naughty. Tell us something we don't know, Betty. As this is an amazing embossing kit. Yes, it is. I absolutely agree with you. So many comments coming through. We'll do some more in a second. Have we got the social media email address? The email is socialmedia@crafterscompanion.co.uk. So if you've got a product development idea that you want the team to get to me, socialmedia@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Can't wait to receive them. Right, Craig, are you ready?
I am. Let's do this.
You're laughing at us, Craig.
No, not at all.
I think you've got that little smile on your face, like either you're crazy
at all.
or you've said something you shouldn't.
No, I've just noticed my hair sticking up at the side. Thanks, Charlotte and Jamie, for letting me know that there. What I wanted to show with this one as well is, as well as making lovely larger cards, box cards, diorama cards, home decor, you can absolutely make them small as well. You're still going to get an incredible hit of just that wow feeling when it comes to the cards. So what I've done is I've taken multi-purpose card, 6 inches by 11 inches. I've scored it 4, I've scored it 8, and I've scored it 9.5, that's inches. And then what I've done a little concertina to create a little stepper that we can see here. So I'm going to set that one to the side for now. What I have already done is I've gone in and with one of the stamps, at the moment I know it's harder for you to see, but it does says, thank you so much. I've done that onto our vellum. Now what I'm going to do is if I put it straight on, can't really see, unless you start to tip it and turn it. Now what you could do, put a light piece of card or something underneath, but bring in what you've got within your collection. So I've gone in with the second largest timeless cameo. Now, of course, you could have stamped on that one first, but what we can then do is if we pop that underneath.
Oh, you little tinker.
What you get is you get that subtler kind
it makes
of
it easy to read.
foggy, hazy white in the background, but it makes it easier
diffused.
to read. That's it, yeah. So you've got that one. So again, it's
Lovely.
It's not always having your die cuts and that on the top. Have them at the back. It's a nice way of doing that. And then what I'm going to do with this one, because this is actually going to be our insert, but I wanted to show this one first. What I am just going to do, using my tape pen, and then I'm going to lightly get that where I want it to start with. And then I'm going to pop this one on, and when you're happy with that, I'm going to do that. I love vellum, free flowing. I'm going to do what I done earlier on that had your jaw on the ground, Leanne.
It really did.
On the back, I'm going to do just 4 tiny little dots of our tacky glue. And this is where I like the in-between parts to be free flowing, as I say. And I'm going to go in, I'm going to layer that one up, and then I'm going to press for our tacky glue to grab, and then...
Jamie, it's like magic.
So sometimes, so you might see, in actual fact, that's part of the design that you can see here. So long gone are the days you have to add a gem or a pearl to hide the adhesive.
Or a eyelet or a brad.
Exactly. Whereas that is now in place.
Beautiful.
So I'm going to set that to the side, and then what I'll just do at the moment is I'm going to bring in one of my now favourites, Whimsical Wisteria. I'm going to cut a Wisteria in some of the purple linen, and then we're going to go in with my also new favourite. We're going to cut that one in with some of the gorgeous green, and then we'll start to add some of the petal powder.
Oh, I love that. Catherine Baker says, hi Leanne, would love a Nature's Garden collection of flora, fauna of British Isles. Badgers, otters, grouse, kingfisher, rose, daffodil, clover, etc. Paper pads of tartans and tweeds. Wouldn't that be a beautiful collection?
How beautiful would that be?
You've got my creative juices flowing, Catherine. Cara Willing says, every time they show this collection, I want to order more papers. It is beautiful. It is absolutely exquisite. And Shelby Tucker says, morning all, I'm cleaning the house, getting ready for Thanksgiving dinner. So looking forward to hearing about everything you're having for your Thanksgiving dinners. My husband wears kilts all the time. I can't tell you how many odd looks he gets. We're in Northridge, California.
Incredible.
Send us a picture, please,
yes,
because I'd like to see Mr. Tucker in his kilt. Thank you. We all would. All of the assembled here at Crafters TV would like to see that. Craig, wouldn't you?
I would. Yeah. I would absolutely love to see that, to see how it looks. Imagine that going down the street in the kilt. Just because. Be a bit chilly in this weather, that's for sure. A little bit chilly.
I've just also, if it's okay with everybody, would just like to say, I'm just getting my messages back up. It's my sister Marielle's birthday today.
Is it?
So, yeah, and she absolutely adores you, Craig. So she'd make a day if you'd just tell her happy birthday.
Of course I will.
Yeah.
Marielle, happy birthday. I hope you're having a lovely day. Can I just say it, and I hope it's okay to say, she makes the most incredible cakes. Absolutely
she does,
phenomenal.
she?
I've had the pleasure of trying the odd 1 or 2 bits that you've brought in for me as well. But yes, happy birthday. I hope you have a lovely day and then a lovely rest of the week as well.
Thank you, Craig. She'll really love that. You'll have made her day. Thanks very much.
You're more than welcome. It's nice when you hear little messages like that can make people's day.
It can.
It's nice. Take it for granted.
And she
never take
deserves
it for
it.
granted.
She's lovely.
What was that, sorry?
She deserves it. She's lovely.
She is. I think I've met her once,
Yeah.
briefly. Just the once. But she is. She really is lovely. Incredibly talented as well. That's why you're sisters.
I think she's more talented, honestly, because she takes eggs and flour and makes the most amazing creations.
Yeah.
Like, nothing's pre-done. Do you know what I mean? She
That-
has
yeah.
to hand fashion everything and obviously bake a beautiful cake. I just think she's incredibly talented.
It is, you know, there is so many talents out there, but that is certainly one. Because it's not only how it looks, it's how it tastes as well, isn't
Exactly.
it? It really, really is. You know, imagine having that talent. Can you imagine, like, wedding cakes, celebration cakes, being a part of someone's day
Absolutely.
because of something that you have?
And you know, she takes it so seriously. She really does. She is such a perfectionist because she says it's, you know, somebody else's biggest day of their life. So
Yeah.
she takes it very seriously. She does some amazing stuff.
She does. I can absolutely agree on that one. She made cookies once,
Yeah,
and you brought in a couple for me.
I did.
Oh, I've never to this day tasted anything
It's
close
nice. She's great.
to the taste.
Honestly, and then, you know, she makes lovely cake and then we have to eat all the lovely cake.
Yeah. Hard life,
It's a
isn't
hard life, Craig.
it? It is an absolute hard life. What, I can imagine some of the Christmas things you must make. They're sublime, are they?
So she's making beautiful Christmas tree baubles at the minute.
No, I think she posted a picture or something, didn't she?
She did, and oh my word, they are absolutely exquisite. She's making me 6 in like a champagne gold colour. But they're all in velvet with beautiful satin trailing ribbon. Just absolutely. Ma'am, if you're watching, can you get Marielle to send a picture and show everybody the baubles she's making? Because they're stunning.
They are, yeah, yeah. And that's it as well. It's, you know, with all due respect to anyone that does that, it's not just making a cake or making a biscuit or something. As I said earlier, it's like it's the appearance, it's what goes into it, the thought, craft as it is, which it absolutely is. But
I agree.
come in with these ones, because earlier on this morning, I used the petal powder with the decoupage. This time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with some of these Wisteria. That one there, when it comes to these, I went over with Pine Tree, water reactive. So I've got these ones here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with this one here. And I'm going to come in with the purple, lilac. I'm also going to come in with the green, if I bring that in here. So what I'm going to do is bring in my tacky glue. So I'm going to add my tacky glue. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do just a little squiggle on the die cut piece. We can just see here. And then I am going to use my finger to flatten it out, give it a nice little coverage
Yeah.
that you can see here.
Goes on so easy, doesn't it?
So easy. It's the most easiest thing I've come across to apply. And then what I'm going to, now I'm not going to say you can and you can't do it. I do like to do it separate. If you wanted to dip it in like you would do with faux snow, it's entirely up to you. My personal preference is to do it separately.
I think you're right to do it like that. I think sometimes when you dip it in, like faux snow, you can wipe the glue
Exactly,
away.
yeah.
And so the glue smears rather than it just being in the precise places you've put it. So I do think how you're showing everybody is the best way to do it.
It's one of those where I can't say I even tried dipping it in. It's just, you know, when you get that feeling that it's going to smear. If I
Yeah.
try and just pop it straight in, it's going to smear. I'm going to go in, just dabbing it with my fingers. Now, once again, I can use that excess or just go in. None of this will get wasted. I will sweep it up to go back into the pot. I'm just pressing in on itself, moving it in. And this is how you can use it in pure form with your tacky glue. So you can use it as an additional embellishment to the edge of your die cuts or your decoupage or anything like that. You can freehand or, of course, just go straight in with that wisteria. I would wait until it's fully dried, and then what I would do with my fingers or even a little bit of a brush, just brush off that excess. So then therefore, at the moment, it's kind of all over.
Yeah.
But by just brushing it, as if you're brushing off some glitter or the faux snow or that, just so that you see all the indents from that wisteria.
Lovely.
I'm going to set that one there, and then what I'll do just once and just quickly what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to bring in one of these. So I've got a few of these already done, but just to show you, even when it comes to these, you can add petal powder on. So although I have added green on before, because that's what I was going to go with, I just want to show that even on these bits, this is where you're going to start to use your green. And this one, what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to smear it. Where we've got that embossed detail, I'm going to go over, pretty much follow it with my tacky glue and just giving it another kind of just scratch over.
Lovely.
Into there. And then I'm going to go in, and then once again, I'm just going to go in. I'm going to dab with my finger. And then I would do the same. I would let it dry completely and then brush off that excess.
Makes so much difference to it being when it been having that textural finish, doesn't it?
That's it. It really does.
Lovely. Just little bits here and there. You don't need a lot. It
You
just
don't.
gives that little bit of extra dimension, really.
It's
doesn't it?
dimension.
Extra texture. Yeah.
And what's so good with it is it does not add an ounce of weight to it whatsoever. It's the most lightest product I've ever seen or ever come across. And then what I'm going to do is I'll skip these parts, Leann, because we've done some die cutting as it is. But the Timeless Cameo, I've die cut, same one, medium one, and then all that I've done is I've gone around with crushed velvet.
Nice.
All the way around. Be careful, you've got the most delicate edge. Now, that's lovely because you can do tuck-ins if you want to. Tuck little things that you can see. You know,
like a little sentiment through the edge or something, that'd be lovely.
Yeah,
yes, completely agree.
Sentiment banners are board and flowing up and over. So
Beautiful.
be careful when you're inking it. And then the friends in the stamp them out, die cut them out, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to start to assemble that on our card.
Pammy says the all-purpose is my favourite. Mine too, Pammy. But then she says the Floral tacky glue is some fantastic glue. I replaced all of my other glues. It is good, isn't it? It's such a versatile, does everything glue. It's fantastic. Diane Lerigo, is that Lerigo? Lerigo, Diane Lerigo. I'm going to call you Lerigo. I hope I've got that right. Leann, can you add your design team? Leann, can you and your design come up with a wedding collection to make beautiful wedding cards? That would be nice, wouldn't it?
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Now then, Bubble and Squeak, Leann, the petal powder. Would this work on the edges of the decoration? Oh, Christmas tree baubles. No. I think it might be a bit too textural. Do you, Craig?
Sorry, Leann.
You know the 3D baubles that you launched?
Yeah.
Where you can glitter the edge?
Yeah.
I don't think that petal powder would work on the edge so well.
I wouldn't use the petal powder.
No.
The things that I showed you, the gilding flakes and glitters and that, absolutely. I think it's a bit too light when it comes to the actual construction. It's a lovely idea, but I wouldn't want you wasting any of it. I just think it's going to be too light for your project.
Completely agree. Fred says, adding a bit of fairy poop to your card really makes them special. So Johnny called it fairy poop. I think I might have to have a word with Mr. Johnny.
I think so.
When's he back in? Fairy poop? Is he in tomorrow? I'm going to come and see him tomorrow. Calling out petal powder fairy poop.
How rude.
How very dairy. So I'm
You
going to write a memo, Craig.
think you know memo? I think that deserves an email to the company.
An email, do you think?
Under no circumstance, you think you know someone.
You think you know someone and they call you petal powder fairy poop. Oh, very dairy. I'm sure he's correct though. Rachel B says, put my name for that collection for sure, Leann. Scottish collection sounds wonderful. There was an idea, listen to this, Samantha Cheney on YouTube. Leann, big capital letters, Leann. Would you also consider making, and I think this is a fabulous idea, Craig, Bible stories collection? David and Goliath, Noah's Ark, Adam and Eve, Daniel and the Lion Den,
way.
Fiery Furnace, etc.
Oh, Leann.
Samantha, you might be onto something there.
What an idea.
So, social media superstar Susie, all of these lovely ideas that are coming in, can you put them in an email for me? Thank you, Susie. I'm saying thank you. She hasn't said yes, but I know she will.
Susie's got the biggest heart of gold and will do
I really
anything.
hope that one day I get to meet Susie face to face because I really want to give her the biggest hug.
Yeah.
I think she'd be a good hugger, Susie, don't you?
Do you know what she also does as well? Out the
What?
kindness of her heart, when I do my Facebook Lives from home, if
Yes.
Susie's free, Susie will also help me with the comments. I
isn't
never
she-
ask her. She will, when she sees I'm going to be doing a Facebook Live, she'll drop me a message saying, can I help you? Is there
Yeah.
anything that I can do to give you a help? And an absolute, a wee gem.
Oh,
and
that's
heart
so
of gold.
kind.
Thank you,
That
Susie.
really is kind. She does say in these comments, Johnny's going to have an order to appear in the law court of Leann. Yes, indeedy. Lorna Fernandez says, I don't buy any glue products from anywhere else. I know and trust CC products.
There you go.
That's good advice.
That's really good. And what's always lovely as well, that's you at home. We can wax lyrical about them till the cows come home, but this is you at home telling everyone else.
Yeah, completely agree.
Let's go in.
Oh, this is Susie's last show before a 2-week vacation.
Oh, I thought you were ready to say that was our last show,
No,
full
forever.
stop.
No, we weren't. We're not. Excuse me, I'll be straight on a plane out there having a conversation. That would definitely be the law court of Leann right there, Craig. No, she's going to have 2 weeks off. So, Susie, have a well-deserved rest.
Yes.
And whatever you're doing, enjoy it. And we'll see you in 2 weeks when you're back. We can't wait.
You're not even away yet, and we can't wait to have you back.
Anne Kalinouskis, she says, Craig, definitely Noah's Ark. I've been asking for that for years now. Anne, I'm so sorry, I haven't seen it before now, but I think it is genuinely an excellent idea.
Absolutely, completely agree.
I sing that to my granddaughter.
Yeah. Noah's
Except we
Ark.
have to change up the animals for the animals she likes.
Was that Mingo, did you say?
The Mingo.
Mingo.
The Mingo has to go in.
Of course it does.
Yeah, and the unicorn. That
Can't
has
have a
to go
Noah's
in.
Ark without
Yeah.
a Mingo.
So we have bees, Mingos and unicorns instead of the lion and the kangaroo
Yeah.
and the camel.
I like that Noah's Ark. I like that.
Yeah,
that
we
idea.
have that.
I do.
She put Grandad in Noah's Ark once.
Which
Yeah.
Does he deserve to be in there though?
Well, I wondered who was going in with, because they were going in 2 by 2, and we definitely
True.
don't want 2 of our Grandad, that's for certain. But maybe Grandad and Daddy, because they are very similar people.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Two alike. That would be a fun and interesting arc.
Wouldn't
Noah's
it
Ark,
really?
wouldn't it?
All the unicorns, the bees, the Mingos, and Simon and Peter in there.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Craig, I think that is one of the most beautiful creations I have seen in a very long time.
Thank
And
you, Leann.
honestly think it shows why that Wisteria collection is so incredibly usable and very, very popular with our viewers at home, because it's classy, it's
It is.
elegant, it's just textural, it's timeless. It is, the colours are exceptional, the execution, that sentiment with the vellum inside. It's just exquisite, Craig. It's one of the nicest things, genuinely, I have seen in a long time. And I think it's the
appreciate that.
perfect execution of that collection.
And the reason I wanted to do a smaller one was to show that you can go big. Absolutely you can. I mean, if I go back to this one, it was actually our Nicole that had made this one. Big looks phenomenal and beautiful and elegant and everything that Leann just said there. But if you go small as well, you can still get the same effect, if not an even more refined effect with it being smaller.
Exquisite.
Always give your card, certainly like this, an extra burnish, keeping in mind I'm on a glass mat here, but look at that. And give or taken, you know, quarter of an inch, half an inch or something. It's not overly thick. And that flower power will add absolutely no weight whatsoever.
Love it. Thank you very much. It is an absolutely beautiful. I'm voting for that. I don't know what else you're doing today, but just so you know, that's my vote, everybody, when we get to the end of the show.
Okay.
Look, we've got a fabulous die cutting collection for you today, which has everything you need if you are die cutting in the bundle. It's got this fabulous die tool in here for you, and you're getting this entire collection. If you're not in any of our, if you're not part of Club Inspire and you don't have a membership level yet, £13.50 or $21.50, saving 15%. However, if you are in Club Inspire and you're platinum, £10.80 or £17.20 for everything I'm about to show you. The die brush and foam mat to clean out all your pieces. You seen how Craig do that in the craft along earlier. 2 of your pokey tools, a set of replacement heads for your die brush, and 3 of our repositionable tape for that very bargain price. So if you are buying some other things and you're looking for something to help you level up to your £50 spend to get an extra 5%, that kit would be absolutely fantastic to help you do that. So we're going to have a little break now. And what is our break? Oh, ooh. I thought that's what you said. We're going to meet Ben. So we're going to find all about Ben Mosby and just how genuinely fabulous he is as a person.
Hello, I'm Ben and I'm one of the presenters on Crafters TV. So my presenting journey started when I was about 18. I started working at a holiday park here in the UK. Our US viewers might not know it, but there's like a holiday park called Butlins. So what's involved with being a presenter? Well, my day-to-day kind of is ensuring I know everything that's on the show. Ensuring that the guys that I'm working with obviously are happy with everything that's on the show. And I kind of feel like what I do, I'm sort of like the glue in the show, if you like. There's a bit of a crafty reference for you. So kind of listening to the guys in the gallery, the producer, the director, I'm sort of always listening to what they want me to do whilst the crafters are crafting. So I feel like I'm there as the glue, keeping sort of everything, as it should be. But I also think my job is to have a lot of fun, which I think I do on most days. Get the viewers interacting, because we always love to hear from our viewers, and I think that's one thing that we do here that you don't get anywhere else, is that interaction, having people like commenting, asking a question, and then straight away we're able to react, we're able to answer that question, we're able to read out that comment, we're able to join them in singing their rendition of Foam on a Roll. Yes. I've helped to run the show, I help to inspire, to educate, to entertain, and just sort of generally be a good all-round bloke. So who inspires me? My dad is a big inspiration for me. He's one of my best friends, and I probably speak to him twice a week, but he's always sort of instilled a sort of a good work ethic in me. His big catchphrase is work hard and play hard, and that's something that I live by, is to put all your effort in when you're at work and make sure you're doing a good job, but then when you're outside of work, make sure you have time to kind of have fun, spend with your friends, spend with your family. So I always remember that. Apart from Crafters TV, what else am I passionate about? Well, obviously I'm passionate about my family. I love to spend time with my family, with my wife, my 2 children, and my 3 pets now, because we just got another dog recently, a puppy, which is killing me. I've got no sleep. Also passionate about sport. I think a lot of our viewers know I'm a big rugby fan. Running I like to do. but again, the old knees are beginning to hurt just a bit. I'm getting old. Oh, so many amazing experiences connecting with our viewers. Always get sent cards, which is lovely on sort of special occasions, and birthday cards every year. I always get cards sent through, which is so nice to come in and have, you know, some cards, and you can send presents as well if you like. I've never had a present yet, so if anyone wants to send presents, you can. Do you know what? I haven't had many presenter fails, particularly here. Actually, here, presenter fails, knocking over pack shots. I'm very bad at doing that. If you stack a pack shot too high, chances are I'm going to get exuberant in my arms and knock it over. My biggest moment of pride or biggest achievement, I've got a few. I mean, these are big for me. You'll probably laugh. I ran the London Marathon. I was a Guinness World Record holder. I've got the certificate for that up on the wall alongside my marathon photo and alongside my foam and roll caricature. My Guinness World Record was for naming the most amount of Beatles songs from their opening lyrics in 1 minute. I've had things named after me over the years. I had an alpaca named after me. If you are ever in Aylesbury, do make sure that you go and drive around the roundabout, which is near the Waterside Theatre there, because you'll find that that particular roundabout is named after me. Oh yes, I have a roundabout named after me, big time.
How incredible is that? You learn something new about people all the time, don't you? I didn't know Ben had a roundabout named after him. And I want a roundabout. Craig, do you want a roundabout?
I do as well. There's one just at the bottom of my drive, and you know what? I think I'm now going to just name it the Craig Laird roundabout.
I think we'll make you a sign.
I think,
we
yeah.
can calligraphy it.
Yeah.
On a stick, me and you, midnight, we'll go and hammer it in, run away.
Let's do it.
And then we've claimed it.
Absolutely.
Okay,
yeah.
that's it. We're going to do it. Craig, the following people, I can't read them all out because there's too many. And I would be here all night and we won't get to look at the next thing. But I have to tell you, all of these people have said how exceptional they think that last card you made is.
Thank you.
Dana Walter, Clarice Trudel, Carol Wells, Jane Adams, Roseanne Carborn, Lorna Fernandez, Susan Griffiths, Carol Willing, Mary Pat, Pam E, Adriana Farias, Diana Lerijo, Carol Willing, more, all of those people and more. And I agree, because it was truly, truly exquisite and really did show, I think, how wonderful that collection is, and I'm grateful to you for doing it, Craig. It's beautiful. So, say it with flowers. You're loving this too, and of course this was an October launch, so you will get your extra discount on this already. Now I've got it written down. I'm going to have a little. I'm just going down here a second. Bear with, because I wrote it down earlier. What your new discount? Here they are. I've got them. Massive writing. So that's because I didn't have my glasses when I wrote it. Let me see all the behind-the-scenes magic. What I'm about to show you, if you're not in Club Inspire and you buy this collection today, you're 175, because of those extra discounts we've got for you available today, becomes 148. That's immediate, as soon as you check out. If you're in the US, your 223 becomes 178, which is, again, those additional discounts that we've got for you. That's if you're not a Club Inspire member. However, if you are a Club Inspire member and you're platinum, your £140 becomes £126, and your £178.40 becomes £151 with that extra discount that we've got available for you. So remember, if you're spending £50, you get an extra 5%, spending 100, an extra 10%, spending 150, an extra 15%, spending 200, an extra 20% available for you on everything on the Crafters Companion website, with the exception of our November launches. I'm sure you agree that that is absolutely phenomenal. So while the prices on the screen are great, they're actually not accurate, because you would immediately get those extra discounts as soon as you check out. So remember, 175 becomes 148, 223 becomes 178, your 140 if you're in the UK as a platinum member becomes 126, and your 178 if you're in the US as a platinum member becomes 151. This is everything you're going to get. You're getting these beautiful large statement sentiments, which were the centre of the creation of this collection, because it is the Say It With Flowers collection, which means you're saying it with these sentiments and then surrounding it with those beautiful florals. So you've got Just For You, Dearest Friend, and the Happy Birthday. All three of those detailed, exquisite statement sentiments. You're also getting the beautiful floral, there we go, the beautiful floral edgeable, which you can cut on the edge of a card. You're getting this beautiful stamp and die set. You're getting your 3D flower to work with the foam, and that is the chrysanthemum. You're also getting the rose. You're also getting the peony. You're getting the stamp set with all of those beautiful, usable, everyday sentiments in. You're getting your frame, which works on quarter US and quarter A4 perfectly, with the florals. Also, that detailed lace frame works on all the card sizes perfectly. You're getting that sentiment frame, which is truly detailed and beautiful. You're getting your templates to cut round, which make those 3D blooms for you. And you've got your carnation, you've got your peony, you've got your rose, and you've got your dahlia. All of those templates to cut round and make your florals. We've got the 3D embossing folder and stencils so that you emboss and then ink through to really make that floral arrangement pop. You're getting your lace half doily. You're getting your ribbons and your gems in here as well. I'm going to have to put that down. I'm running out of the ability to hold all of that. I mean, honestly, running out. Right, I'm just going to put that here. And then we've also got your vellum collection. And I love this. We'll put a piece of white paper behind these ones. We need to learn that for the dragonfly one going forward, because you can see the beautiful colours in here of these vellums, how exquisite they are working with that paper pattern. This is the beautiful vellum that you've just seen Craig use in the Wisteria collection, but in all of those amazing Say It With Flower designs. 8x8 vellum. You're getting your flower forming foam so that you can make your beautiful flowers. You're getting your textured linen cardstock in all of those beautiful floral hues. You're getting your 6x6 paper pad, and this paper pad, oh, it's absolutely, I can't even tell you how beautiful it is. It's glorious. I feel like I want to I love these boards, but then I also don't, because I can't flick them.
That's
I'm going
true. I see what you mean.
I'm feeling brave. So, I'm feeling brave. Ooh. I think I did well. So you've got your 6x6 and 12x12 paper pad. And it's not a Crafters TV show without a paper pad flick, is it?
Nope.
And look, I think when you see them flicking there in front of you, when you can see those full 12x12 designs and how absolutely incredible and bright and just look at that, how impactful those designs are. You understand why so many of you are back. Look at that. I mean, look.
I mean, look at it. Isn't that phenomenal?
I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless with this one. Just truly beautiful. You're getting that 12x12 pattern there as well. And you're getting your accessory pack, which has your crepe paper, your 12 polystyrene balls. There's 6 there. 6 of ours have dropped off. You're getting 12. 12 polystyrene balls, your floristry tape, and your stems to make your blooms. That's everything.
Need a breath?
I feel I definitely need to lie down in a dark room. And look, these are the blooms that you can make. And I think you will agree that rose, carnation, dahlia and peony are beautiful. And they're as beautiful as the flowers that you would pay £7 and £8 for in garden centres. So you can start to make your own arrangements for your home. And of course would be brilliant for decorating keepsakes, tables for weddings and things like that. Phenomenal collection. Remember, the prices on your screen are great, but they're not what you're paying. Remember those prices I just gave you earlier, because you're saving a lot more with those extra discounts we've got available for you today as part of our Black Friday event. And Craig, I believe you've got something fabulous to show us with this collection.
I hope so anyway, Leanne. I thought with this one, what we will do is we will make a lovely card, a simpler card, but because there's so much incredible colours, so what we'll do is show you how if you incorporate a bit of black to it, oh my gosh, if you think that there's no way that you could have elevated this collection anymore, that little bit of black is just going to go pow for the rest. So let's show you a few other finished samples first to get your juices flowing, because not only are you able to do your cards, of course.
Hey, and don't forget, Craig, you've got that black card in that embossing bundle, haven't you? 40 sheets of it,
So you can start to use that and incorporate that. So yeah, you could do a lovely tag that you can see here, like Debbie has done, Debbie Cloch. We've got, Bianca's done this one here. Now look at that arrangement. And when it comes to your frame here, yes, it's mats and layers, in actual fact, pop some black there, makes it stand out. The layout there, I'm sure Bianca won't mind me saying that, the layout there is very quite simple, and then elevating it with that flower forming all the way around the edges there. So you don't have to worry about where you're going to position them. You don't have to overly complicate it. Christina has done this one, and kind of along the lines as to what we're away to do in a moment. You can see Sabira's done this one here. I mean, look at that shape one. But using that sentiment is that wow factor in the front. We're actually going to be using the dearest friend there. Actually, there's dearest friend there. Monica's done here. And then, you know, earlier on, we've done a little money wallet. You can do little memory books. Thing is, they don't have to be big memory book, big paged memory books. They can be fold out that you can see here. Maybe you want to put a little photo in there. You can absolutely do that. So what I have done, let's pop them there and we'll sort them out afterwards. I've taken a 6x6 card blank. If you've gone for your craft kit, of course, today, you've got your 6x6 in that, so you can start to mix and match. But I've got my card blank here. So we're going to go in with the Statement Floral Bouquet. So with this one, what we have got, well, acts as an edgeable. You can use it many, many ways. Edgeables aren't always just edgeables. But with this one, what you've got is that incredible detailed design. One side cuts all the way around. The other side, there's no outside cutting edge, so it stays in place. You've got your two elongated dies, top and bottom, which are going to finish it off. And it is 6 inches in height. However, you can absolutely extend that. Just come in with your craft knife, your scissors. We were talking earlier on, V-blade paper trimmer. You can absolutely do that. And you can use it standalone if you want. So what I'm just going to do, I want to get that at the 3 inch, which I was pretty much bang on. Let me just check that, because I think I've just moved it there, which we've got it here. Now, what you can also do, although I'm choosing to do that at the 3 inch, because one has got a cutting edge, the other side doesn't, you can have it as far along or as far in if you want. Further in, the more it's going to cut away on the outside. The further to the edge that you go, the less waste you'll have and the more white space. So have a play, and of course there's nothing stopping you doing them at angles as well.
Absolutely.
So it's a really, really nice one to get creative with. And then what I'm going to do at the moment, as you can see, I thought, right, I could jump to my large Gemini, but I thought, no, do you know what? Let's show you a way around, still using your Gemini Junior. Obviously, as you can see here, because it's lengthwise and it's to do with the pressures, the way that the roll will hit your die cut. Move it back slightly, although we don't have that worry because the die is a bit further back. In any other card project, I wouldn't need to use my metal shim for this one. However, because it's in the middle, the way the rollers come up, to give it that little bit of a helping hand, what I am going to do is I am just going to add in my metal shim. And then the same plate configuration as we would do normally, plastic magnetic top plate, and then we're going to feed that through.
Okay. Bubble and Squeak says, perhaps they could rename Spaghetti Junction after you, Craig, because you're so multi-talented, you go off in so many different directions. I think that's an excellent suggestion.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Spaghetti Junction.
Yeah. Now then, Cara Willing on YouTube. Ooh, she says, ooh.
Ooh.
Mystic Dragons in masquerade colour palette, maybe reds and greens too. Ooh, mystical dragons for a paper collection.
Lovely idea, that.
I
Lovely
like that idea. Libby Story says, hi Leanne and Craig, great demos. Could we have a double-sided cutting plate for the midi, please? Well, Libby, you could, but then you'd be buying something you don't need.
That's
because
very
the
true.
double-sided dies work fine in your midi. Just put a piece of card either side, whack them through and they work. So you don't need one, it'll already do it for you. 3D embossing stencil is stunning. It is. It's really gorgeous. That was from Bubble and Squeak. Bubble and Squeak says, Leanne, what is the vellum made of, please? It's made of vellum. I don't know how else to answer that for you. You know when you see, when vellum is like a see-through parchmenty material, it's that see-through parchment, like for parchment craft, it's that kind of, not see-through, but frosted material that has a real crispness to it. It's that printed. Hope that's helpful.
Hopefully.
Tammy, I think I need to order more paper from the State with Flowers range.
Yeah.
Yeah, we agree, Tammy. We agree with you. Well, Susie, social media superstar, she says, Leanne, how on earth are the viewers going to choose card of the day? Because they've all been exceptional.
Bless you.
And I agree. So we've got that amazing craft along receipt holder, money wallet holder. We've got your lovely decoupage Wisteria one.
Oh, yeah.
We've got your, well, we've got to pick the demo with a show first.
That's right.
And we've got the silhouette. Oh my word, it's a hard job. It's a hard job, Craig. But it's, you know, it's good. You're going to be, all of you out there are going to have to do it.
You're doing the choosing.
I know what I'm voting for. I mean, I'm saying I'm voting for it. I've got to presume it wins today first.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, that's me being very presumptuous, Craig. Am I allowed to overrule the vote? Am I like Len Goodman or Shirley Ballas?
Oh, I'm not getting involved in anything like that, no. Oh.
So everybody in my ears go, oh, no, we're not sure about that.
I'm going to get splinters and sit on the fence with that one.
Okay. Does Sarah overrule the vote sometimes?
Really? Oh, no.
Well, look, if Sarah can do it, I can do it. So Sarah wins the stars for herself. Now I know, because I don't have any stars, neither does Sarah at the minute. That's because, you know, we're not here that often. Well, also probably maybe we don't deserve it, Craig.
Oh, you absolutely do.
Well, I don't know. You know
Absolutely
what I mean? However, I think, you know, I think I could be the Shirley Ballas, Len Goodman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah.
You're going to get splinters and sit on the fence.
I'm going to sit on the fence.
Okay.
I'm going to sit on the fence for that one. Yeah. But yeah, if anyone can do that, that's you.
Look, I'm just going to see how it goes, and then we'll have a vote about whether I can override it or not.
That's it.
And see what happens. Okay.
We'll have a vote.
I mean,
off.
who knows? I might not need to.
We'll have a vote
see.
off.
Dana Glass on YouTube says, my collection request is Camelot.
That's it.
Camelot,
that's
like
an
Knights of the Round
interesting one.
Table.
That is an interesting
Guinevere
one.
and Lancelot. That would be nice.
That would be intriguing to see how your team would work with that one. Really, really intriguing.
Lillian Kwok says Sarah just puts the stars up when nobody's around.
She does.
The little tinker. I might have to take a lead. The little
Although
tinker.
I would say, I think all of us on the team have cottoned on to that now.
Have you?
Yes.
And then do you go and take them back off again?
Take them all back. Take them all off. That's why sometimes the week or the end of the week, there can seem to be maybe one or two more than there should be.
More than there should
That's
be.
because
more than could have feasibly been one.
A little monkey by adding
Right.
some extras on.
Okay. Well, that's funny. She'll be naming the elf on the shelf. She'll say the elf on the shelf's done it.
Oh, that would not surprise me.
Yeah.
That would not
How
surprise
beautiful is
me
that? Just
whatsoever.
black on white, Craig. Isn't that lovely? Black on white.
Black on white. gives you a gorgeous feel. And what I do as well, Leann, is whatever my card size is, if I'm going, because this is going to be a drop shadow, what I do is I make it a little bit larger, because if I bring this one in, to be a drop shadow, to get it in the exact part of the black cardstock can sometimes be a little bit tricky.
Yes.
So if you make it longer, and then all you need to do is come along and trim afterwards.
I love that idea. Can I just say, Gilmore on YouTube, you might now be my favourite person over Ken, because Gilmore said, if anyone can overrule a vote without contention, it's Leann. I think Gilmore's given me permission, Craig.
That's what it sounds like.
But I have to say, have you got that card that you're making now finished?
I do indeed.
So can we do the demos of the show?
Of course
because
we
then
can.
we've got to do the demo of the day, haven't we?
Let's
so
do
we can
it.
get ahead. And then Susie got time to count them up. Is that all right? So what you're making now,
Do you want
this
to
is
see
what
it?
it's going to... Yes, I need to see it. Come on. Oh. See, that is really nice. And you use that sentiment. We will see that finished. So
We will
we've got
do.
number 1 is the silhouette. Number 2... of the Wisteria collection. And then that other also beautiful, say it with flowers, very beautiful, Craig, but number 2 is very beautiful. So let's see what the votes come in as, should we?
Let's do that.
Thank you, Craig, while
You
you're
might-
finishing making that.
You might not have to overrule it.
I might not have to overrule it. We might have a very discerning viewership this evening. I won't be influencing either.
Well, it'd be funny if number 2 got the least votes, wouldn't it? How funny would that be? But see what
Not Johnny. Jamie and, sorry, you're not Johnny, you're Jamie. Jamie and Charlotte can see the votes that are starting to come through.
can't they?
Yeah.
Is it fair to say that we've got a landslide winner?
We might have. We're going to wait for Susie because she calls it. She does the counting.
She does.
She's the gatekeeper.
She's in charge.
I'm loving this, Craig. That little black drop shadow really makes a difference, doesn't it? Pops.
It really does. And I know the collection is absolutely phenomenal in size. But once again, it goes to show that you can, if you so wish, rein it back in. It doesn't always have to be big and bold and extravagant. You can absolutely rein it in if you so wish. All that I would do then is die cut these out as well, black and white, to finish that one off.
Are those sentiments exquisite?
They are. These, I've even been using them lately elsewhere. I've used them a couple of times so that they are actually the focus topper. So all that I'm going to do is go in, carefully peel that one off. We're going to go in. I love it when we get Matte and Laird dies to go with our sentiments or whatever the die set is in the collection. So I'm going to go in here. Let's add that one on, and that can sit nicely into the middle. I've done a little strip that's going to work down the side here. What I've done is I've taken a couple of dewdrops from that craft kit. That can go there and fills in that blank space. But remember, if I move that to the left, we'd have little space. And then to give you that instant hit of colour, I don't know why I just moved my head back there as if it'd been hit. I'm going in with the organza fuchsia ribbon that you've got included as well. Lovely little bow to finish it off. So going in a completely different direction that you may initially thought of when it comes to the set with flowers. Look at that one. With the dearest friend.
It's beautiful.
Popping through.
Absolutely beautiful. I love that. The paper's glorious. With that
aren't
little bit of black and white. You're quite right. Just really elevates and makes it pop.
does.
I love that. So we've got demo of the show. Would anybody like to have a guess?
I don't think it's number 2.
You don't think it's number 2. What about everybody else?
Yeah.
Number 3 we've got coming in, maybe. Of course it's not. It's number 2.
Number
A
2.
landslide at number 2 is demo of the show, Craig.
Rightio. I'll bring this across to you.
So, yes, please. Thank you. And then I can show everybody. It's even, oh my word, it's even better in real life. It's It's even better up close and personal. Right, so now we need to do demo of the day. So demo of the day is this beautiful wisteria that we've got with the die-cut decoupage, the petal powder, the beautiful papers. That sentiment at the bottom, classy, absolutely classy. Then we've got our fabulous craft along where Craig showed us how to make our beautiful money wallet organiser with that lovely Say It With Flowers collection, which is absolutely gorgeous. I love that. It's like a beautiful 3D design. So that's number 2. Number 3 is, I mean, come on. I mean, even Charlotte de Grace, look, she's coming in close. I mean, that's absolutely lovely. Charlotte, don't be contrary. Charlotte says, I think too. We know she's fibbing. You get your votes in for demo of the show 1, 2 or 3. Looking forward to seeing that. Now, I'm just going to remind you, I'm being very careful, that's even better up close and personal. I'm just going to remind you about this fabulous daily deal we've got for Black Friday, which is exceptional. So if you want to stamp, if you haven't stamped yet, this kit is going to be for you. You've got your professional stamping mat. We've got our set of 2 rocker blocks. We've got our 4x4 stamping platform. We've got our finesse alcohol proof, when I can get a hold of it, alcohol proof ink pad. They're your tools for becoming a professional stamper and getting perfect results every time without trying. You're then getting the following 16 sets of stamps in this bag. I'm putting the bag down there, aren't we, so you can see. We've got this wonderful layering village with Santa over the rooftops. That's absolutely glorious. 10 pieces in there. You've got this fabulous contemporary, really modern swirly floral, the easiest thing to colour ever. You've also got that fabulous thank you so very much layering sentiment. You've got your layering butterfly frame in there. You've got your layering unicorn, your layering terrarium, your collage wreath, collage poinsettia, and then we've got our tags. I need my glasses. And this is a special gift you never knew you wanted. I love these. This is exactly what you didn't ask for. Best gift ever. I know I bought it. This is for you, but I wish it was mine. At least it's not a gift card. Warning, the contents of this package may be awesome. I hate presents, said no one ever. Well, it's the thought that counts. Absolutely fabulous. 16 sets of stamps, plus all of your tools, which is absolutely brilliant for £31.96 pounds or £45.96. That's if you're not a Club Inspire member. If you are and you're platinum example, your price is on the screen, £25.57 or £36.77. A really great saving. And if you top up your basket to £50, be you in the UK or the US, you would get an additional 5% off that, which I think is absolutely fabulous. We've got a couple of minutes while we're counting because we've got so many votes coming in for demo of the day. We're going to take a couple of minutes with Craig and we're going to have a look at the contents of that box, which is, of course, the new box we've launched today, isn't it, Craig?
It is indeed. Silhouette scenes, 18 cards you can make, over 220 elements. Let's dive straight in here. I'm not going to go through the cards in the envelopes as they are 6x6. This is all about these most beautiful stencils. So let's bring in a bit of black, just in case you haven't seen them yet. Of course, I've been using them. You've got positives, you've got negatives, you've got the sky, you've got that heart frame. But then what you're going to use is these stamps in conjunction with that stencil. This is where you're going to create that phenomenal silhouette centered aperture. Number of options that you've got when it comes to these ones here, or build that scene when it comes to adding a few of them. You do have sentiments as well. And don't forget as well, these are all, including these, really handy sentiments or silhouette stamps to use throughout other projects as well. Don't feel as though they have to be kept only for these cards and projects. Hello and with love die. You've got your ribbons, so you've got 9 reels in total. These are satin, my favourite ribbon, satin. You've got your 3 colours there as well. Then you've got 100 dewdrops that you can change in colour if you so wish. We have also got cardstock panels. This is what you're going to be doing, your stenciling, your inking. And as Leann said earlier on, remember as well with these ones, the templates, the stencils, sorry, are thicker. So emboss afterwards with your embossing mat to enhance that design. Then what we've also got is printed papers, 18 in total. You've got 6 designs and then you've got 3 of each. Let me go back to the back where I had them sorted with 1 of each. So you've got a variety of different designs. All of them have some sort of distressed look. So if you don't have time to do your own distressing or you're not overly keen on getting inky and doing distressing, it's done for you. And then last but by no means least, you've got your 8x8 cardstock as well. All of these are an uncoated, untextured card, so you can ink them, you can spritz them, you can add to them as well if you want. Beautiful designs, beautiful colours. It's just a phenomenal box as it is in a whole. But then if we look at some of the things that you can be making with this card box project. So front of a card, there's your apertures, your silhouettes, you can fussy cut, you can still do your concept cards if you want to, you can build them up if you want to, you can do box lids and you can do shakers if you want to. There is so much. It's a lovely way to get started if you're starting on that journey of card making, but then if you've got lots of other crafty stuff, mix and match, pull it all in, just let your mind run wild when it comes to being creative.
That. It's a cram-packed box, isn't it, Craig?
Yeah.
It's got an awful lot of stuff in it. Really beautiful. Thank you for taking the time to show us through that.
My pleasure.
So the votes are in. Demo of the show, demo of the day even. And I mean, I can't believe it. I actually don't want to say. Okay. Because I feel I need to get my lemon sherry out.
Oh, okay.
I feel I need to overrule. The demo of the day is number 2.
Number 2.
I mean, I love number 2, Craig. I think number 2 is gorgeous. There was a lot of work in it, a lot of effort. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's very practical. It's very useful. I'm just going to allow this vote to stand rather than overruling it.
I don't mind if you overrule it.
I think our viewers might mind. However, I think number 3 was robbed. That's what I'm going to say.
Well, at least I can leave tonight knowing how much you absolutely loved that third one.
I really did absolutely adore it. But a very worthy winner, number 2. So thank you, Craig. I mean, it is such a performance and it's very, very useful. I think so many of you at home are going to be doing the same thing, so thank you for that. We've had an absolutely glorious, I don't even think it feels like 2 hours, Craig. I can hardly believe it. We've had so many more comments. Can I also say Susie, social media superstar, she voted for 3 as well.
Did she?
Yes, but there was just too many votes for number 2, which is fine. Patty says, I love that Creator Card floral bouquet die, Craig. Didn't get the entire collection, but that die and embossing folder with stencils had to come right my way based on your 2 demonstrations that you did today. She's absolutely loving it. So thank you for that, Patty, letting us know. Now, tomorrow, we've got Sarah and Ben with you all day. So they're going to be on Wake Up Call. There's a fabulous craft along for you tomorrow. And, of course, there's the Sarah and Ben special kicking off the Black Friday event and all of those deals. And it's a 3-hour special. So she's getting the ball rolling. And you know what it's like. She'll want to make sure that she's got better deals than I have coming up on Friday. So it'll definitely be the day to start and get your Black Friday shopping underway. I'm sure you'll join Sarah then. Craig, are you back before Friday?
Oh, yes.
When?
So I'm not in tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm in all day Thursday with Debbie Fisher. I'm in all day Friday with yourself.
Me? Mm-hmm.
I'm Hobby Maker UK on Saturday. I'm in here all day Sunday with Debbie Fisher. I think I might be in Monday, Tuesday as well. So if you don't enjoy watching me, sorry.
When on earth are you going to get your Christmas tree up? Have you done it?
Oh, you're not seen my social.
Oh, I'm going on your socials. Is it all done?
It's all done.
Okay, I'll go and check that out later. I'm really excited about that. It's been glorious.
It has.
Thank you for joining us. I will be back all day Friday with the Hottie Scotty himself. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to go and check out his Christmas tree now. And then, of course, Sarah and Ben are with you all day tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us. You've been fabulous in your comments. We've had an absolute blast. I'm hoping that you're shopping, taking advantage of the deals. Please make sure you remember those extra percentage codes you've got to shop with today. Make sure you get your baskets up to that first level at least. And whatever you're doing, enjoy the rest of your day. And we'll see you all again with Crafters TV tomorrow and myself and Craig on Friday.
Toodles.